microphone sound though. My voice should be a little better now. So sorry about the delays, guys. I'm going to try and get this set up. I'm just really wondering why this is not capturing audio. Let's just see if I do this, if I do this. Still not getting any audio. Sorry about this, guys. It'll just be a couple of seconds. My audio, but are you hearing the game at all? It's my audio, I'm pretty sure, is fine. The problem is the game audio, because I don't see any game audio showing up. Unless you guys are telling me that you guys can see it, and I just don't see the audio showing up on my end. Give me just a sec here. Sound options. Recording. Listen to this device. Yeah. So sorry, guys. Just want to test something really quick. Pretty sure my audio plays out fine. If I grab this. Yeah, so it's not my speakers. Yeah, that's it. It's no game audio to Gade. Just give me a... Trying to figure out what's the best way to do this without, like... I'm going to try deactivating it. Not quite sure. I've been having like driver issues all day with the capture card, and I'm not sure why. And last option is I'm going to revert to my old capture card, but that means I'd have to shut it down for a couple of minutes. Let me just try something first. Let me just try this here. What we're going to do is we're going to completely remove the device. Let's try putting it back in there. So there's no, the problem is there's no audio coming from the game, unfortunately. That is the slight issue we're having right now. But I'm trying to work on fixing that as soon as I can. So let's get this out of the way. Let's do this. Let's do this. That's what I was scared. By doing this mid-stream, I think I'd have to actually try and... Dang it. Yeah, just sing the theme song. Honestly, that's one thing that really I loved about this game is when I got in. Number one, the theme song is Chala Head Chala. Like, they went with the original Japanese song. I wasn't going to be able to play it for all of you for copyright reasons, but I was like, dang, that's awesome that they actually went with the Japanese one and not like an American version or another song or whatnot, like the Dragon Ball Z Dragon. Like I don't know if you got the like here in Canada we got like it was Dragon Ball Z, and with like a sucky song compared to the Japanese ones. Okay, yeah, that's not working. So this is not working. I don't have the drivers. That's what's wrong. Okay, give me 2 more minutes. We are going to try and get this saver. Media. Drivers. Sure. I don't know if I can get the card working like without shutting down stream. I'm hoping I can. I'm so annoyed because the worst is I took the time to set everything up pre-stream, and like about 15 minutes before we were supposed to start, I started having like issues. I don't need any of that. I just want the drivers. Come on. Don't need you. Don't need you for the moment. Well, till the technical issues, I was having a pretty good Friday. I'll be honest with y'all. You know, the couple of days off I took without content this week really helped recharge me because honestly, like Black Friday week was so crazy. By the way, that's why there was no Wednesday deal video, because honestly, there wasn't much left to cover. And at that point, I felt it was trolling for views more than anything else to actually put out another deal video on Wednesday when we just went through like a whole week of videos. Yeah, so I got that. Update complete, leave. Okay, let's see if we can get this working now. Can you see? Yes, you can. Week on and off. So, yeah, I think we... Because, right, you guys have audio now? Yeah. Yes. Awesome. Give me a sec. I'm just going to adjust it because it's probably a little loud. And I'm going to get my audio working because this capture card works differently for my audio. So I'm just going to have to switch this around. And we are probably finally going to be able to get going. And what did I just do to the capture card? Again. Hold on. Oh my god. It is royally trying to kill me this today. I'm starting to lose a little bit of patience here. But we don't worry, I'm not giving up. But my OBS is frozen up now, so just getting better and better and better as we go along. Basically, by the way, the reason I'm having issues is that I have a totally new setup since last week. Uh, New streaming computer, new camera. You can probably tell that I'm actually way more in. You can see me way better than before. And I also have a new capture card. Problem is when you change too many things at once is that issues arise right, left, and center. And that is okay. Can I please get my OBS, please? Come on. I'm feeling like I might have to feeling like I might have to restart OBS, so you might lose me on the stream for a couple of seconds because it's not looking like it's coming back. I'm going to give it another 10 seconds. If it doesn't come back, I'm going to have to kill OBS and restart it. I am so sorry, guys, for all the issues tonight. It's like not what I wanted. It's so funny, though, that even though I lose control of OBS, you guys can still see me, and the stream still seems to be running in between. Okay, we're gonna. We are back. How's my voice? Not too bad. And I do think now we've got everything ready to go. So, sorry guys about the back and forth, but we should have everything now up and running. I'm on the old capture card. I'll fix that later because I still don't know why I'm having so many issues with the new capture card, but because it's theoretically way better than the old one, but I'm having some issues. So let's jump straight into the game since now we are back and everything is set up. I'm not going to take the risk of losing the audio once again. By the way, the in-game music, the picture seems fuzzy. Hold on. Oh, okay, yeah, so okay, perfect. I was like, man, not that now. Perfect. So, I did start a little bit of the adventure, okay? And what I was saying is the in-game music is turned off because Bandai Namco are crazy awful with copyright stuff. Like, even the Head Chala stuff, I'm probably gonna have to cut out after stream. Like, the little parts that came through. Because normally I was killing the sound completely on the intro song because Bandai Namco do not play around with copyright. So if you play Head Chala anywhere, yeah, just refresh the stream. Probably like, pop in and out of the stream or just hit refresh at the top if it's still buggy. Because theoretically, I'm looking at my end and it should be pretty good. So, by the way, I started slightly the game. Like, all I did was like the tutorial sections where at the beginning you're sort of off with Gohan, you go fishing and you have Chi-Chi make you a meal that sort of teaches you just the basics, and you have sort of a fake match against Piccolo. I'm still not very. I'm probably still gonna have to learn a lot of the combat system because the combat system is. I find it's a little complex to get all at once. Like they sort of throw everything at you, but there's a lot of complexity to it. But we're gonna get things going here. So. We're at the Kame house, so if for those who know the story, Raditz is probably going to show up pretty quickly.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, I haven't trained myself either. With Piccolo taken care of, things have been pretty quiet. Hey, you two.
So, welcome to everyone, by the way, because I was so focused on all the trouble, I forgot to say hi to everyone. Hey to Gates, Sarapod, Juan. Welcome to the stream, guys. Thanks for sticking with it while I was fixing all that up. Casper, if you're still here. William Pear, Grovel, Kevin Gaming, Ariel Piranha, Ariel, Jumping Bear. Hey, guys. Hope you're all still here. Andrew, hey, man, what's up? Yeah, the fam's doing well. Everything's good. It was the computer system was being a little iffy there for a while.
There's no fooling you, is there, Master Roshi? It would seem you've both forgotten that training is a daily activity, not something you do only on special occasions.
I wish, honestly, they made a capture card that plugged directly into the USB-C. I think that's the issue, is I'm using a hub for the capture card because I don't have enough USB plugs. And I think that's actually causing us some issues.
Now, to make sure you two never forget your daily training, I've got a little challenge for you.
So we've unlocked a
Come report back to me once you've finished your training.
Yes, sir,
Master Roshi. Yes, sir, Master Roshi.
So I guess we've got a little bit of training to do before we get on to the main story.
Time to get back to my usual enjoyment.
So, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, this is like a sort of mix of Dragon Ball open world RPG type thing. It's not fully open world, at least not yet. Okay, so we unlocked a new community board. Community boards apparently are ways to like sort of place your skills to actually... I'm not sure if we can place Master Roshi here. Can we? No, he's on this board. So you have these different boards, and depending on the characters that you unlock and you place on them, you can get bonuses to your stats and things like that. Venture to a blue pillar on the field or speak to a character with a blue icon above their head to initiate a substory. Completing the substories will net you some EXP, valuable items, soul emblems. Some substories can only be completed at a certain time, so make sure you do them when you can. Substories can only be completed with certain characters. If you're having trouble completing a story, listen to the hints provided and change characters. Okay, so let's talk to him. Turtle's giving us a substory. Something's up. Are you hiding something? That's Master Roshi's voice. I don't know what he's talking about. Okay. Have you seen that blasted turtle? Yeah, but he ran off somewhere. Turtis, are you seriously still calling him that? You know that's not his name, right? But never mind that. What about my book? That pain in the butt hit my book somewhere. What kind of book is it? Is it really that special? We all know what kind of book it is with Master Roshi. Of course it's special. It's my most prized possession. If you don't have it, then I... So, sure, let's go find Master Roshi's book. So obviously it's probably going to be a girl magazine. Well, if it's really that important to you, I guess I could help you find it. Really? That's mighty kind of you, Goku. So, what kind of book is it? It's a swimsuit photograph collection, obviously. Man, you haven't changed a bit, have you, Master Roshi? I'll search the attic, you look outside. So, we're going to go looking around for the book, see what kind of EXP it gives us. And is that it right here? No, this is just a picture from the backstory. So basically, you get some of the backstory through these like pictures that you find and stuff. Can we fly yet? No, we can't. So I'm not sure where we're supposed to look. Yeah, I got that. Jump, high speed dash, change key, search, fly. Yeah, we can't seem to fly yet because I'm hitting B while in the air, but it's not activating a fly. Maybe we have to jump on top of the mid roof, or maybe it's inside. Sacred text of martial arts. Nice. Oh, we got another picture.
Oh yeah, this is the uniform Master Roshi gave me, Krillin, and Launch to wear.
Launch, man, that character pretty much disappeared. So talk to people.
What?
So basically we have to talk to people with the blue marks, I guess, because that's what the directions are pretty much saying. Hey man, hey wild one. Well, we're trying to get a hang of Dragon Ball Z here. So far it's pretty good going. I mean, I already did the tutorial section before we started, so we were sort of at the first part of the game. And we're trying to find Master Roshi's magazine. Then you know where I can find Tortoise. You're looking for Turtle. I saw him heading towards the back of the house. As Goku, go talk to Turtle. Okay. So basically Turtle's going to be here. Yeah, I got the Switch update this week. More stability. Yes, sir. Yes, it is a Switch gameplay, by the way, Kevin. This is on the Nintendo Switch. He needs to learn some self-control. And that's why it belongs in the ground. The ground, wait, he buried it somewhere, so he buried the magazine. And is this going to be the magazine? Here it is. And we found the girly book. Yay! So we got a mission complete. 44 XP, a medal, a book for grown-ups, energetic fish, and a herb. Yay! So basically, in this game, from what I can see, is that you have to make meals. Meals will give you more like stats as well and stuff like that. So there's like a whole system to build around. So now let's talk to Krillin. Let's try to get some of the main missions going so that we can get some action here. I really want to get to the like Raditz and fight and stuff. So I'm going to focus on some mental simulation training first. Mental simulation. Oh man, you mean where you do it in your head? You should try it sometime when you get a chance.
What's this?
I guess you can call it a training keepsake. Okay. The great thing about mental simulation training is you can do it anywhere you want. That's what we did at the beginning of the game, by the way. We fought Piccolo, but in our minds. We did mental simulation training. Talk to person with the blue, yeah. Yeah, I guess depending on, especially when they're 3D rendered hair and with the different angles, it's going to look weird sometimes. So training ground has been unlocked. So let's check out this. Super attack list. Consecutive energy blast. Recommend level. Okay. Manually aimed a key volley by homing properties that connect. Sure. Let's try and learn consecutive key blast. So we're going to battle. We're going to fight Krillin. Like I said, the fighting system is like a little, for the moment, it's like a little awkward. It feels a lot like the old school, like Dragon Ball games before, like the Switch. Like if you ever fought like Dragon Ball Tenkaichi, sort of. So we beat Krillin. But basically, you're just sort of like flying around them so far, hitting them when you get a chance, dodging their attacks, and then you fire off your energy blasts when you get a chance. Perfect. So we can spend to acquire super attacks. Okay. A long overdue reunion. So let's go see here.
So, he's got your looks, but does he have your power too?
I'm betting that he's pretty strong if I had to guess. But I can't be sure since Chi-Chi won't let me train him to find out one
So now obviously they're talking about Gohan because this is the first time they meet them. Yeah, the fighting feels a lot like Budokai Tenkaichi like 2-3. So it's weird because it's like when you're in the overworld, you're shifting around. Then when you get to a fight, it's like it shifts to like a fixed Budokai Tenkaichi match, but you're always flying. You're always in the air. So are you sure you want to continue the story? Sure. Let's try and continue the story. Obviously, maybe we need to grind a bit. Maybe it's going to be a little tough because we're pushing the story so quickly. But let's get this going because obviously we're here to see some Dragon Ball action, not do some submissions. So that is most likely Raditz that is on his way for those that know the storyline. So how's everyone been doing this week? It's been, like I said, since Monday, channel was a little quieter. I was working a lot on finishing actually Death's Door, which is an amazing game. And like I said, when I said it lacked innovation, well, I think everyone took it pretty well because I still gave it a 9. It's just that, to give a game like a 10, because I answered a couple of people on that. Like, to me, for a game to get a 10, it has to not only be an amazing game in its genre, it has to do something that we've never seen before. And, like, advance the genre. And although Death's Door is an excellent sort of place to... even though it's an excellent place to sort of get started, to set the bar for developers to make great games, it just doesn't push it any further, in my opinion. Didn't do anything new.
Just as I thought, the creatures on this planet are still alive. Kakarot's failed us. Who or what are you? A power level of only 5?
What trash. It's funny because his voice, I don't remember his voice sounding so much like Vegeta in the anime, but in this he sounds like a knockoff of Vegeta, basically, in my opinion.
Is this the best this planet can muster?
And Vegeta, I've heard him talk like in a cutscene already.
Distance 4880. Kakarot.
And I did find it weird. I'm almost sure it's probably the same voice actor doing both. Because he sounds a ton like Vegeta.
What in the world could that have been? I've never felt a power like this.
Oh, are we going to get to control Piccolo now? Yes, we are. Nice. So press L while flying to boost and fly at high speed. Boosting consumes ki, so keep an eye on your ki consumption as you boost. Okay. By pressing L on the field or mid-flight, you can detect ki of nearby animals, plants, or other living things. Uses on dinosaurs, key items, food, training ground, locations, and more. It's a great way to easily find a variety of things. Perfect. While moving on the field, press L to search your surrounding for key to detect. Weaker than you, yellow, just as strong, red, stronger than you. Okay. Key blast on the field. Used ZL to enter a first-person view. While in this view, press Y to fire a key blast or hold the button to fire a charge. Yeah. Right, obstacles. Okay. That's the one thing so far. They throw a lot of information at you really quick in this game. So that's what was making me scared of like streaming it a little bit. But we're going to work it out. But it's like a lot of information to absorb at once. And I'm under the impression that you're going to suck for like the first 3 hours at this game. And then once it sort of like clicks and you've got everything down, it's going to really start like sinking in. Which is why I wanted to do a few of the tutorials first. And these orbs, from what I understand, are going to be important for getting super abilities later.
Well, now, this could be fun. I'll make quick work of you.
So these are like random encounters. Oh. Stepping and dodging. Yes, I know about stepping and dodging. So let's look around here. So I imagine we need to go to the place that's marked in red. These orbs, like I said, are supposed to be important, so let's try and get a few of those on the way.
Guess I'd better look for more. Well, now, this could be fun. I'll make quick work of you. This'll end it.
This is a super attack in which you can use during the attack to aim at your opponent. Fire. There are two types of this attack. One in which you fire off multiple blasts as you move the cursor, and one in which you lock and fire a blast. The later is particularly useful if you favor accuracy or your target is small and hard to hit.
So that's all, huh? Where the hell could he be? Well, now, this could be fun. What's going on? This power. It's unlike.
So now let's get to the red thing. That is most likely. I do not think it has any multiplayer. I didn't see any options for multiplayer, Juan, at the beginning. Hey, Champ Dancer.
Who the hell are you?
I don't have time to waste with you. Wait a minute. This is a Namekian, isn't it? What the hell is a Namekian doing on this planet?
If that's true.
But yeah, so yeah, no, that's it. I didn't see any. Sorry, I'm listening to the storyline, but yeah, I didn't see any multiplayer options. I really don't think there's any multiplayer on this one. Like, if there is, it would be unlocked probably later on. But I'd be surprised. It looks like a really single player open world like action RPG style.
You're making a mistake in underestimating me.
Okay, we're so gonna get our butt handed to us. There's no way we're supposed to win this. I'm not sure. Press Y while guarding to send a nearby opponent flying. This is called a burst. Okay. Press B while guarding to quickly maneuver behind your opponent. I'm not sure if we're supposed to win this, but I don't see how we're supposed to. Oh my god, we beat him. So I guess doesn't really follow the storyline in the sense that oh yeah, I can't go back and complete them. Yeah, that sucks, Anthony. But you know what? Honestly, I'm not worried about that in the sense that worst comes to worst, I'll do a different playthrough. Like this is really so that we can have some fun on the stream, and I'm not gonna waste too much time like finding books and stuff like that. So don't worry about that, Anthony. I'm gonna check it out later. Worst comes to worst, I'll reset the game and start over. But so far, honestly, it's actually after this fight, now I'm feeling a little better. I got a little bit better grasp of how the fighting like sort of pans out. The first time I was fighting Piccolo, I was really worried because it seemed like button mashy, but right now it's feeling a little better. So far it's doing pretty. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, especially if you like Dragon Ball, if you enjoy action RPGs. And like I said, like Anthony's pointing out, there seems to be a lot of side quests you can do if you take the time to really explore each environment. Like I went straight to the red place, but I'm pretty sure we could have spent like easily a half hour here doing stuff all around, doing side missions and side quests and picking up a bunch of stuff. For someone who really like wants to dive in deep. And they keep putting out DLC. It's paid DLC, some of it, but there is constantly a lot of DLC coming out. Like, even when I got this has the Power Awakens set in it, and there's at least like 3 or 4 more DLCs you can get. Feels a little bit of milking, though, but, you know, it is what it is. But I'm glad that the performance on Switch is way better than I thought it'd be. Like, I thought the graphics and points would be blurry. I thought, like, there'd be some frame drops. It's not perfect, but it's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
That can't be true. Long ago, you were sent to this pathetic planet to rid it of all life. We Saiyans search the universe for habitable planets and wipe out all who live there, so that we can sell those planets to the highest bidder.
Yeah, the music, and you're right, Anthony, the music in Death's Door is insane. I actually wrote the composer to see if his music is whitelisted, because I'd love to use it like as background music in some of my videos, like for the sizzle reels and stuff. Yeah, the anime type graphics do help the Switch a lot. The Switch seems to deal very well with cell shaded graphics. The anime is like, I don't know if this is actually cell shaded, but that sort of cell shaded style.
I don't know what you're talking about. You know, I think Krillin's right.
So for anyone who isn't aware of the storyline, because we got a little flashing that I didn't stream before, this is Goku's brother. Goku doesn't remember that he was actually supposed to like take control of the Earth, and he's here to recruit him to help them like take over other planets.
Because planet Vegeta was blown to smithereens by a meteor. Including me and you, there are only 4 Saiyans left. Just the other day, we found a planet that should fetch us a high price. The three of us were
So basically, he's here to recruit Goku and try to get his memory back. No, I didn't get a response yet, Champ Dancer, but I'm expecting it to take a few days. Like it was hard getting the creators' direct information, but once I did, I sent him an email. I'm hoping to hear back. We'll see about it.
If you think I'm joining you, then you're dumber than you look.
I asked him if he wanted, attribution or anything like that. It's always easier for me. I prefer asking everyone ahead of time than putting it out there and worrying about, like, after that, like, it getting blacklisted and stuff like that. Hey, Raul. Hey, Raul. Thank you for stopping by, man. I'm doing pretty good, man. We had some technical issues to get the stream started, but now we are smooth sailing, so it's pretty good. No, I sent it Wednesday-ish. Yeah, Wednesday-ish. I sent it Wednesday, so like I'm expecting if I hear back, like if I don't hear anything by next Wednesday, I'm like he's probably not gonna answer. Maybe he gets hit up too much because I know his music is high on demands. Like a lot of people love it. By the way, it's the same guy that did the music for Moonlighter. If you don't know, Moonlighter is the same guy did the music for that game. And Moonlighter had amazing soundtrack as well.
Gohan's not going anywhere with you.
So he wants to basically kidnap Gohan. So we're going to have to... Oh. Okay, I'm taking the...
Do you know what? This guy isn't half bad. I think it could serve as our next target.
Oof.
The three of us Saiyans should be able to rid this place of its dead weight in just 1 month.
I'm not gonna let that happen.
So...
Your kid's in real trouble if this is the best you can do.
So far, pretty steady. The combat isn't too challenging, and I'm getting S levels, but I'm not quite sure what you need to do to get S levels. But so far it's going pretty well. Yeah, I agree, Anthony. Death's Door. Some of the songs in there would be great for the sizzle reel. Like I love using the War Groove stuff because right now. I wrote the composer of that, and he said I was whitelisted for using the songs, so I'm super happy about that. But
Don't even think about trying to be a hero.
I would say, Raul, if you're into action RPGs, if you're a fan of Dragon Ball, you're gonna have tons of fun. If you're not a fan of Dragon Ball, or like slower paced action RPGs are not your thing, you might this might not be your thing. But if either of those things are true, in my opinion, you can enjoy this game a lot. Like I'm having fun with it so far. It's slow going though, as you can see. Like there's a lot of storyline, there's a lot of cutscenes so far.
Neither of us has what it takes to face him head on.
Most likely, Champ Dancer, you're right. It's probably number of tries and time.
We were to team up.
Which basically means you've got to be, I guess, aggressive, but at the same time, just make sure to stay alive.
Right. But can I really trust you? What's your angle in all this?
Don't get the wrong idea. It isn't that I care in the slightest about your little kid or the Earth.
I just wonder how long this is going to be, because even, like, for someone who doesn't do the side missions,
The moment he and his cronies are out of the picture.
honestly, if you love Dragon Ball and you love storyline games,
Of you.
you're going to love this. And from what I can see with the DLC, it even goes into Super, because I saw, like, on the cover for the DLC, like, Super Saiyan Blue Goku. So if they go Super Saiyan Blue, we have to be getting up to Super. Which is a little bit odd since they call this game Dragon Ball Z. Kakarot, but I mean, it's their IP. They can do it the way they want. So we've got ourselves 2 S ranks and a total of an S rank. I don't know if there's like SS or S plus or anything like that, so I'll check that out later on.
All right.
Hey!
Huh?
Okay, how do we set something to the item palette? Ah, here we go. So X will be my Vita drink.
Thank you.
There we go. I guess that's the D-pad I saw. We'll check out how we need to use it.
Yeah. Flying Nimbus.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. It is a fun way to rewatch the DBZ story without the filler. Well, apparently there's going to be like side story stuff. Well, I imagine maybe those are the side missions I'm skipping.
Dream team to the rescue.
Oh, that's nice. Little cutscene. Earth's dream team to the rescue. After progressing to a certain point in the main story, you will begin to travel with and fight alongside other characters. These support characters can assist you in a variety of ways in battle, so don't forget they're there to help. You can have a support character perform a super attack in assisting battle by holding R to open up the super support attack. Okay. Like I said, the game is good, but there's a lot of stuff to learn. When a character's support gauge is half full, the character will automatically perform an assist and help you offensively. Okay. Giving a support character, okay. Prioritize attacking opponents over anything else. They will chase after opponents you've knocked away and perform, okay. Defensive support characters will take action to protect you during battle, including hindering enemy attacks and blocking enemy ki blasts. Special support characters will restore HP and ki. They also have a slight chance of chasing after enemies or hindering attacks. So we can now travel to other areas. Okay, so you can move the areas via the world map, accessing the world map by pressing X, blah, blah, blah. Okay, obtain materials, obtain D metals, dragon balls, anything. Okay. So let's just take a look really quickly through the menu stuff because we haven't taken a look at the menu stuff. Let's look through it. So first, item-wise, as I said, we have stuff that we can eat here, and they apparently give status boosts. So we can sell them, or they can give like extra HP. Now, I'm not sure if we're supposed to be keeping these to build better stuff. Hey, Trizat. Hey, man. Yes, happy game night. Thank you very much. Welcome and thank you for stopping by. So yeah, I'm not sure if these HP boosts are like, if we're supposed to be like eating them up or we're supposed to be keeping these ingredients to make better meals. I think it's the second part. Then we have materials here, which, and then we have the gifts. Can be sold for high prices at store. A gift. But I'm not sure. I guess the gifts, we have to give them to people. Then we have the D metals to learn super attacks. Okay. So let's look at the party characters. Cannot change, cannot change. That's fine. Super attack palette here. So now we can set. Now we have body block. These are the optional ones. So we already have rock. We have consecutive energy blast that we could set to B. Or we have meteor smash. Sends enemies hurtling on the ground, high guard damage rate. Finally, rain Keem volley. Projectiles can make connect. Sure, let's put a consecutive energy blast for Goku. Super attack skill tree. Let's look at that here. So I guess this is where we can assign the different... Oh, thank you very much to Gade. Thank you very much for the super chat. Very much appreciated, sir. So, okay, let's take a look at this here. We can upgrade... Can we upgrade this? Orbs needed, Z-orbs. Okay, yeah, so I do have enough Z-orbs for that. Can we unlock this? No, we have to get further in the storyline to upgrade that. So we can get rock, paper, scissors to level 2, or we can get body block to level 2. I get. Let's just try upgrading rock, paper, scissors. I mean, let's see what I want to see. So rock, paper, scissors, level 2. There we go. Now we don't have any enough. Okay, so those Z-orbs are really important. The orbs I was collecting in the sky, because that's what we need to upgrade these skill trees. So, and the palette here, rock, paper, scissors, is on Y. Okay. Now, what if we take a look at Piccolo? So we've got Demon Flash Strike. Manually explosive wave. Does he have anything else? No, he doesn't. So that's pretty much it for this. Lastly, so we looked at the party, we looked at the characters. Let's look at the community board. I just want to make sure we can't do anything extra. So like I said, the community board, we're supposed to put like these chips on there, but right now the ones I have are all on different community boards. So I think we're pretty much set for the moment.
Goku, get a move on. Quit messing around. You really don't recall anything about the Saiyans that Raditz clown was going on about?
No, none of it rings a bell. It's crazy. I had no idea I had an older brother either.
The height adjustment would like is because basically to height adjust when you're flying, it's R to go up, ZR to go down. I just find it's a tiny bit awkward. Like, it's not the best flying system. Like, I would rather just be able to angle myself and fly in the direction I'm angled at, rather than like change heights like this manually. Like, I find it awkward. Especially because they seem to like putting stuff at different heights here. So, like I said, the flying system seems awkwardly balanced for how they set everything up. Now, I'm not sure where we're supposed to be going. They said that the world map you can open with X. But I don't see where we... Ah, there we go. So, this is where we're supposed to be going, right? World map is here. Select an icon on the world map to move to that area. Story destinations are indicated with red pillars. Substories are denoted by blue pillars. Okay, there we go. So we're supposed to move to Luca Village. So let's move over there and let's, like I said, we can take a look, but there really doesn't seem to be anywhere else to move anyway. So let's go to Luca Ravine and see where we can go. What's horrible, John Flea? Are you talking about the flying system or just the game in general? It takes some getting used to, but so far I've been enjoying it, actually. You can generally tell. When I don't like a game, I think you guys can generally tell. This one is just, like I said, the only sort of downside I would say to this one is, like I said, they throw a lot. Okay, now we can fly while playing as Goku. So we can dismount. Yeah, the flying, you're right. Like I said, it's in my opinion, it's going to take some getting used to, and it's just like an awkward system. Especially when I'm used to flying in games just by sort of pointing in the direction and then basically going in that direction.
Are we supposed to grab his tail?
What are these multicolored ones?
I can tell this thing's got lots of energy. This thing's giving off a lot of energy.
Let's grab these orbs. That way we'll be able to power up our super moves. I have a feeling that we should hoard some of these. And you know what? I forgot to actually check Piccolo's tree. So we're going to check Piccolo's tree as well to make sure that we can't upgrade some of his moves. He might be using different colors than Goku.
Strengths as well as our location. Safe to say.
And man, they're like piling on the green orbs. Like that's crazy. Anyway, if it's not Piccolo's color, we'll definitely be getting
I'm ready whenever you are.
Oh.
Let's do this.
Oh, that is not the way we're supposed to do that. There we go. So even with that crappy display, I still got an S rank. So apparently, if S rank is the top, it doesn't seem to be too hard to get. And I know I flew around like those orbs, but actually, let's take a look. Let's take a look really quickly at Piccolo, what we need for his skill tree. Yeah, they're green orbs, so we're gonna be able to power up his stuff. Oh, and he needs multicolored orbs too, right? Yeah. So let's do the explosive wave. So that's the thing, is that even though they're giving you tons of green orbs, the way they sort of control it so that you can't like OP it is that you also need those multicolored orbs, which seem to be a lot rarer than the others. Now I wonder why Piccolo could fly really fast, but Goku can't. Like, you know, earlier when we were controlling Piccolo, I could hold down L and like really jet. Well, with Goku, I can't do that.
I'll make quick work of you.
I'm going to try and just power up a bit, grind a bit, just so we don't wind up at one point where we can't. Oh, firing off my Kamehameha into the... No, the fight is different. It's really different. Like I said, how do we get... Oh, that's... Hold on. That's what we have to do, right? That's why I can't fly quick. That's it. Thank you, sir, for letting me know that Goku can get off of Nimbus. Thank you very much, Kevin. Oh, I should have guarded that the whole time. Well, welcome, Kevin. Glad you subbed last week. Very, very welcome, man. I guess this is your first stream, so like I said, we generally try new games on the stream. I sometimes choose games that I've played before, but I mostly try try new games, especially games that people are interested in seeing to see how they play on the Switch and whatnot. So there's a lot of discovery sometimes. Sometimes I'm sort of trying to feel out the games and whatnot. But thank you for the help, man, letting me know you can get off of Nimbus. That was very appreciated because it actually is making things a lot easier. There we go. But the fighting system is actually better than I thought, because I didn't like it at first because it reminded me a lot of Dragon Ball Tenkaichi. And those games were okay, but it always felt a little blocky. But now as I'm getting more used to the fighting system, I can see that it's easier to sort of flow and transition from one move to the other than I originally thought.
Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now. Let's do this.
So we're going to grind it a bit. I mean, we could try to do a Mortal Kombat. Honestly, I'm out of practice at Mortal Kombat, but we could try to do a Mortal Kombat stream at one point.
Done already?
But yeah, I've thought of doing like fighting game nights and like beat 'em up nights, because I'll be honest with you, the games I love to play the most on stream are stuff like beat 'em ups, because they're games that are easy to play on stream, interact with you guys, and like get the questions going. Games with a lot of dialogue like this one, it's good, I like it, but it's a little harder just because like there's a lot of stop and go. But I take a look at every week and try to see what seems fun, what seems interesting. Yeah, Injustice isn't on Switch. To my knowledge, it isn't. But honestly, well, I think I'd be able to pick up the game pretty quick because it seems like it's pretty much the Mortal Kombat like type of dynamic. We're supposed to be able to like hit dinosaurs and stuff, right? Do we have to? We can only fire key blasts. So we can't fight him like traditionally. Okay, I got it. So we've got to fire key blasts at him. I'm doing like terrible here. So apparently we can knock out dinosaurs. Yeah, Skull is actually a really fun game to... like, roguelites, too, are really fun to stream because, like, they're short runs, you know what I mean? So you get to do a run. Those are fun, too. You know what Actually, we should really do a Hades stream at one point. I should start, like, a brand new save file and do, like, a brand new Hades, like, stream. Because... Hold on. Give me a sec. Let me just put the cat upstairs because she came to say hi and she's getting a little rambunctious and I definitely do not want her jumping on the computer, especially since we had some technical issues getting stuff started tonight. So give me just a minute. Are you taught when you say spam it and hold it longer? You mean you're talking about the key blasts? Bye, kitty. Sorry, Alex. I know you like when the kitty comes by, but she was being a little problematic, and not today. Character growth. Okay, hold on. I want to go back. No, use the boiled fish Chi-Chi made you. Okay, sure. Yeah, Kitty is Kitty can be the star of the stream, but she can also knock the stream completely out. That's the one issue.
A power level of 710. Where the hell? Kakarot's kid? No way. Damn, this thing must be busted.
So let's go try and fight Raditz.
What? Another reading, and it's heading straight for me.
Hey Scott, welcome to the stream. And I'm like, what level? I don't even know what level I am. We'll depend on pure skill to get this win.
So, what brings you chumps here?
Hey Scotty, welcome to the stream.
My son back. Where is he? You're hiding him somewhere, aren't you?
His screaming was giving me a headache, so I locked him up in there. But forget about the runt. Don't tell me you fool! You're not even fit to call yourself a Saiyan! Prepare to die!
I'm level 3. Good. I guess it's on the hub. I just wasn't paying attention. Oh yeah, he's level 6.
You're pretty arrogant for scum. It's only a matter of time before you're both dead. I think I'll start putting a little more oomph into my attacks.
Oof. Yeah, I'm getting zapped here.
Joining us. You're nothing but a distraction.
My power!
This'll end it!
Oh, we beat him? Okay. I thought he had way more health left than that. But okay. We're done. Hey, I'm not gonna complain. I thought I was losing that. I was like actually pretty sure that we were gonna get our first loss on that fight. Oh man, no problem. Thanks for stopping by, Scott. I understand that if you moved all day, man. I don't think so either. I mean, I don't think a game is meant to do... Like, we're talking about hundreds of Dragon Ball episodes. I don't think a game is meant to put together hundreds of Dragon Ball episodes. And of course, there's a lot of filler in Dragon Ball, and there's a lot of repetition. But even at that, even if you cut out like a half of it, we're still talking like hundreds of episodes. I don't see how you can fit that into a game. And like cover everything.
A plan? Ha! It'd be easier just to lie down and wait for the sweet release of death.
I'm just gonna need enough time to charge up the proper energy for it.
So now we're gonna have the sacrifice.
Busy while I deal with this.
Got it.
So I guess I have to fight him again, but now on my own without Piccolo while he's charging the attack.
Huh. You just don't know when to quit. Here goes!
That was a ah, damn it. I should have really gone. Oof.
Don't worry, Gohan. Daddy's gonna save you.
Are you actually that stupid? No one can save you. You'll be long dead before that could happen.
I think that Vita drink just saved me. Man. Yeah, I cannot take another one of those. Ah.
This game ends now.
Oof.
My power.
On top of it, I'm out of key. Man, how many health bars does this guy have? Oof. I know. I really don't think I can make it nonetheless. No. If I get hit by any of this, I'm dead. So close. So close. I have to dodge the huge beams. Yeah, that's what really killed me. If I dodged those beams, we'd be good. So we're gonna retry. I'm gonna retry it. I hope I get my item back. I don't know if... Do I have my item back? Yeah, I do. At least it gives you back to the position. Ah. Oof.
Are you actually that stupid? No one can save you. You'll be long dead before that could happen. Take this. Here goes. My power. Playtime's over.
I think we're doing better this time, and my feeling is... Because we haven't used our Vita drink yet. Oof. No, come on. Oof. Okay, we can dodge this. Now we know we need to knock him away first. I have a feeling that those I had to block. I'm trying to dodge everything, but... Oh my god, I'm sucking it up this time. I started strong. Come on. Oh no. No. Oh my god, man. Okay, hold on, man. Let me just read through this. Okay. Having the problem and have this game for PlayStation 5. Just spam that dodge button, then attack when he turns red. Don't go near him. Just spam the dodge button, then hit him when he's normal colored. Damn, he's tough. And hold down the charge button to use full power. That gives you 2 times damage. You mean like hold down the X button till I'm like full power? Okay. Let's try this one more time.
Are you actually that stupid? No one can save you! You'll be long dead before that could happen! This game ends now. This game ends now.
Oh, man. No, man. Okay, that's what you meant, eh? By the double attack power. But of course. Ah, come on.
This game ends now.
Dude, he's going insane. It's like he knows he's about to lose, so he's going freaking insane. There we go. We got it. We got it. Woo! Okay, sorry about that, guys. Took me quite a while, and I had to focus down there, but we finally got him. And I got what you mean by holding down the charge and gives you 2 times damage. It's just that when I finally did it, I started sucking it up because I tried to go in too much for damage, and I didn't wait till it was time to go in. And yes, if for those who don't know, the tail that Goku had when he was a kid was his weakness. So basically, if you grabbed him by the tail, it made him powerless. So that's why he's able to get Raditz under control here.
He's trying to trick you.
Please, please, believe me, brother. I'm begging you, Kakarot. Don't do this to your only family.
Horizon 5, yeah, apparently people are going crazy over Horizon 5, It's supposed to be, like, really crazy good. Like, I like racing games, but it's hard for me to, like, play only a racing game for a while, but apparently it's supposed to be freaking amazing. It almost makes me want to grab a Series S. Not sure I would go with a Series X, honestly.
You're next. Damn, if I try to hit him now, he's just going to dodge it.
And we have the surprise twist. Gohan is going to save the day. With a crazy headbutt, flying headbutt.
What is this kid?
This is like the first time in the show where we saw like Gohan's hidden power.
Where did you get all this power? Piccolo, now's your chance.
Special beam cannon!
The only thing that I remember from the anime, didn't Piccolo only have one arm when he did this? Didn't he have his other arm torn off when he did the special beam cannon against Raditz? I'm trying to remember, and I think he only had one. I think he was only supposed to have one arm, but you could see in the animation he had 2. But I guess since they didn't put the arm tearing off into the storyline, I guess they wanted continuity in the game. But I'm almost sure he only had one arm when he did it.
Possible. I can't be beaten by scum like this. I can't.
Well, you just were.
Honestly, over here, the S is no problem. We can pick up S's everywhere. As well, like, that's what... I guess it must be the same for you, but, like, the S is not an issue. It's if you want to get an X that it's rough.
You idiot. Trust me, Goku won't be dead for very long.
What?
Didn't you know? This planet is home to the Dragon Balls. They grant wishes.
By the way, for any of you that were there for the stream when we ordered the PlayAsia games while we're watching through this, they finally came in, the 2 games that we had decided to order that day. So, Cotton... basically, Cotton Saturn Tribute. And I had really wanted, and the main reason why I was ordering that day was for Gunvolt... Luminous Avenger IX. They came in this week. They actually beat... I had ordered Blaster Master collection, and I ordered that almost 2 to 3 weeks before, and these came in before. But luckily, I was worried about Blaster Master. I thought it got lost. But actually, yesterday, I got a notice that it moved for the first time in a month. Like, the tracking had not moved in a month, and now it just sort of showed up on the radar again. So, normally, I should be getting it in very shortly. And Blaster Master, honestly, that might be a game it could be really fun to stream. Just because it's old school, it's fun, it's a platformer. I know the games, so we can blast through them easily. That might be something that I want to do. That or just do a really good fighting game. Like, I might call like Dragon Ball, Double Dragon Neon next week. Maybe instead of doing a vote, we'll just say it's Double Dragon Neon time. Man, I've been aching to replay that game since I got in the physical version from Limited Run Games. And maybe next week will be the time.
Hang in there. It's not like you to give up so easily. Krillin, you know, dying, it's a lot worse than I thought it would be.
Dying's a lot worse than I thought it would be.
Yeah, but don't you worry. We're gonna bring you back really soon.
Killer dialogue, killer dialogue.
Thank you. Goku. What the?
The worst is, since I restarted the computer for the capture card, I pretty much could have probably kept my new one, and it would have probably been okay.
Well, I guess we can put our minds at ease if Kami's involved.
You guys need to get the Dragon Balls. Kami doesn't possess the power needed to bring someone back to life. Also, Goku's kid will be coming with me for the time being.
What?
Yeah, so Piccolo basically takes Gohan, even though, let's be honest, he's not family or anything. He's just too strong for anyone else to oppose. He just grabs the kid and basically trains Gohan to become, like, useful in the fight against the other Saiyans that are on their way, for those that don't know about the storyline. While Goku goes and trains in the afterlife. So I don't know whose storyline we're going to follow. I don't know if we're going to keep following Goku, if we're going to go to like Gohan and Piccolo for a while. So we got a ton of EXP and we've got some items.
Meanwhile, on a planet far, far from Earth.
Now we're probably going to get a little cutscene, yeah, with Vegeta and Nappa.
Raditz, the bastard went and got himself killed. He always wasn't embarrassed.
I would prefer the English voices. I just decided to leave them for the stream so it would be easier to follow along. But you are right. If I was playing this game on my own, I would put the Japanese voices with the subtitle. 100%. And I would have the BMG on, but like I said, for copyright stuff, I had to turn it off. So if the sound seems bland while we're playing, by the way, that's because the BMG is completely turned off. Just because I am 100% sure that Bandai Namco is going to basically have the whole BMG for this game pretty much copyrighted on YouTube. Almost guaranteed. Because they even copyright the trailers. You can't use a Bandai Namco trailer in full. Like, you have to use tiny sections to not get it copyrighted. Like, in the videos, when I get Bandai Namco or Rockstar, like in like the deal videos, they take the longest because I have to cut up the trailers and I have to edit them heavily so that we don't get like copyright striked on the Bandai Namco stuff. So Goku died in battle. He stood along Kami at the entrance to the other world. Okay, so we're gonna keep following Goku. Yeah, I don't get them why they do that for trailers though. It's odd because it's like they don't want free publicity for their games, but yeah. I mean, it's their stuff. They're allowed to do what they want. I just find it an odd, like, business type decision, especially on trailers.
to the grueling 625,000-mile-long Snake Way so he can meet...
Welcome back, Kevin. You can help me with the secrets to this game.
Very well. If you wish to see King...
Maybe you can answer this, like the apples and all that stuff. I wasn't eating them, even though it could have given me extra HP, because in my mind, I'm like, probably we're going to use them to cook bigger meals later on, and it's better to keep them aside. What do you think? Am I better off just eating the apples and stuff for like the 1 HP boosts? Or should I be like stockpiling it and like basically keeping it for better meals to make further on?
However, I should warn you that no one has ever made it successfully.
I have no problem with the quality of the games that they come out with. Bandai Namco makes some really good games, especially if you're fans of the anime they're based on. Little Nightmares is an incredibly great original series. I wanted to know if the basic food, like the apples and stuff, should I be stockpiling those to make meals further on, or should I just be eating them for the basic, like, 1 HP boosts? That's what I asked. But, yeah, I have no problem with them. It's just I find it odd that they make it hard to cover them in videos.
Did a guy named Raditz come through here?
Just like Rockstar does the same thing.
Yes, we've got him marked down for hell, of course.
Did he put up much of a fight?
He sure did. He definitely didn't go quietly, but I sorted him out.
Whoa! You must be one heck of a strong guy.
King Yemma.
So, you were sent along with him, huh? I am the great King Yemma. I occupy a position above that of the Earth's guardian. Do you know what that means?
That's what I thought, Kevin. Thank you for confirming it. I was like, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't doing, like, being dumb and, like, stockpiling them for no reason. Not that I have that many, because I pretty much rushed through the storyline.
You need brains to do this kind of managerial work.
Okay.
What?
Thanks for letting me know.
Now then, to help you better understand my work, let's give you a little quiz.
Actually, kind of in a hurry.
Well then, if that's going to be your attitude, then I guess you don't need to see King Kai.
Oh, what? No way! Okay, I'll take the quiz.
Why didn't you say that?
What kind of quiz do we have to take here?
Anyway, let's begin. I'll let you through if you can answer all of my questions correctly.
Hell.
That's right. He made a mess of enough planets to earn himself a place in hell. In fact, he's one of the biggest pains we've ever had to deal with. Right. Next question.
What's next? Who's more powerful, King Yemma or Kami? It's King Yemma.
Correct. Of course I am.
They're just making sure you're listening.
Isn't that right, Kami?
Ah, yes, King Yemma. You are more powerful.
Right. Next question.
Oh my god. I guess it's everyone. It's because, like, I think it's a trick question because I think it's only people who died on Earth, but it's not necessarily only Earthlings if we go by the definition, because if you're not an Earthling but you died on Earth, you'll still be judged there.
That's right. No matter where they're from, all who die come here.
Oh, okay.
Like your brother. He wasn't an Earthling. Next question.
Here's another one. Yes.
Not bad. That's correct. Those pesky Dragon Balls are indeed how you do it. I hate those things. It's like my job doesn't even matter. Who created those blasted balls anyway?
Kami.
Care to shed some light on that, Kami?
Oh, King Yemma,
Thank you for the answer, Kevin. I'm. It's the 5th. What?
Sorry.
Huh?
What?
This is the 5th question, right?
Really?
Yeah, it was the 5th question.
Of course it was. I
Okay.
was just testing you, and you passed the test.
Awesome.
Well, that was the true 5th question.
There's that trademark denial of his.
I heard that, Kami.
It's supposed to be the 4th, but I'm pretty sure it was the 5th. I'm pretty sure I answered 4 other questions before that. Hell? Yeah, 4 could have were.
Please forgive me. Boy, he's got one hell of a sense of hearing.
Anyway,
Oh, you think you're some sort of funny man? That's enough of all this. I will allow you to see King Kai.
Wow, really? Thanks a bunch, Mr. Yemma.
Don't tell me you've forgotten who you're talking to.
King Yemma.
No, Mr. I'm King Yemma. I haven't.
That's more like it. If you're going to see King Kai, then go.
Well, this is where we part ways. Good luck, Goku.
I mean, I imagine this game could be good for someone who's never gotten into Dragon Ball but just wants like a brushed over version of the story. So got the following. Okay, community levels. Those soul emblems, I find they do a really bad job of explaining how they work. I'm gonna try and figure it out nonetheless by like playing around with it. But this game has a lot of moving parts, and I find some of them they really brush over, like not like they really don't go into enough details to explain to you exactly how to use it. Like I said, I'm actually pretty surprised by the graphics of the game. For the Switch, it's actually, I find it's really nice. Oh, now we're shifted to Piccolo and Gohan.
Kid, you slept long enough.
Huh? Who are you?
Listen up. Time for a reality check. Your daddy is dead, okay? He sacrificed himself to kill the man who kidnapped you, in case you forgot.
What?
Soul emblems will help me level up character skills. Okay.
If his friends are vigilant and able to find the Dragon Balls, they can bring him back. However, we've got other things to deal with. Though we were able to defeat Raditz, it sounds like we've got 2 of his buddies to worry about a year from now. If that's really the case, your father and I probably aren't going to be enough to take these guys down. We need power. Your power. You're going to have to learn to fight and defend the Earth.
So we're going to have to learn to fight. So I imagine we're going to control Gohan.
In survival.
We're going to have to do a little bit of...
But I'm no good at fighting.
Quit your whining. Once I'm done whipping you into shape, you'll be tough enough for anything. Got it?
Sure.
You're gonna train me?
Our secret weapon is a like 4-year-old kid. I think he was supposed to be about 4 when this happened.
You're on your own, without distraction. I'm giving you 6 months. If you're able to survive for that long, I'll teach you how to fight.
Yeah, just leave a 4-year-old kid out in the wilderness and see if he survives.
It's scary out here. Don't leave me.
When you think about this backwards, like, I know we end up liking Piccolo, but he's sort of a... yeah. We've got to search for food. Got herbs. Do we really have to move at this speed? More herbs. Let's make it to the red thing because honestly he's walking like at a snail pace.
I'm all alone.
Kids are being a little noisy tonight. I think she's playing with the dog, that's why we hear her so much. Go on exhibiting his power randomly.
Oh no! Now I can't get down!
And I love Dragon Ball. Like, watching this almost makes me feel like watching back these seasons of Dragon Ball Z. Even though, like, the action maybe isn't up to par with, like, the craziness of, like, Dragon Ball Super or the laser seasons. There was something awesome of, like, when it was still, like, purer and easier. Piccolo's... Oh, cool. So we have now the Super Beam Cannon. So let's go look at that. Super attack palette. Let's put this here. Special beam cannon. Let's take a look at the skill tree. Where's the special beam cannon? I definitely want to evolve that. But we do not have enough orbs. And I think it's locked anyway. Okay, and let's see what is up with the community stuff. So do we have any other Z warriors we can put on here? I'm gonna try putting him here. I don't know what it's gonna actually do. Soul Emblem details, let's just see. But he should be on the... Okay, we don't have that board yet. So I guess I'm better off just putting them... I'm just better off putting them on the Z board for the moment, and when I get the proper boards for where they're actually stronger, I can move them around. Just want to grab some orbs, see if we can get some levels here.
The great Piccolo reduced to this.
I mean, in the normal game, you spend like a lot of time doing like the orb chasing and stuff like that if you really want to like grind and level up well. I imagine you have to because like earlier we were like still like 3 levels under Raditz. So I imagine that like to actually get those extra 3 levels, it was quite a bit of grinding. So I imagine like it's really... Like, I'm blasting through the story, like, the chapters, but I imagine that normally you should be, like, taking your time with them.
I hope the
And there seems to be food over here.
I'm not at my best.
Ah, here it is. Piccolo is green orbs, right? So let's try and pick up some of these. Oh, we've got some more over here. I think it was 400 to like level up our next skill ability or whatever. Let's try and get 400. We're not that far off because there's... Found some iron. Let's go see what that is. Those were the Goku orbs. Is this like a side mission? Whatever. I'll figure that out when we're not streaming.
I'll make quick work of you. So that's all.
There we go. So what I think we're gonna do tonight is I think we're gonna like maybe just go one tidbit further in the storyline. We're gonna go do this cutscene, but I think we're gonna call it for tonight because it's getting to 8 o'clock. And if we get down like a main storyline, I would really find it sucky to sort of cut it like halfway through, like getting to a big fight or something.
What the hell are those things?
So I think we're going to just...
Right now. Guess I'll have to take care.
We're going to get to Gohan, and then we are going to probably... Oh, so we have to defeat all the enemies in the area. So we're going to defeat all these guys, and then I think we're going to call it for tonight. Because, yeah, we're getting to 8 o'clock, and if we start down like a main storyline, we're gonna have to cut it halfway, and that would suck. Oh, so we get a decent amount of orbs from fights, though. I wasn't noticing that earlier, but we get a lot of orbs from fights. Let's drop in on these guys. Go. Another one down. Level up. Now we're level 5. And let's go fight these last ones over here.
How many more of these things are there? Special beam Special beam cannon!
There we go. Dispatch those guys as well. So now I think
Done. Now then, time to check on that little rugrat. Hopefully throwing him to the wolves toughened him up.
they sort of brushed over that whole Gohan stuff. Like I said, we're going to see how Gohan is doing. We're probably going to go through this cutscene.
I'm hungry. I'm so hungry.
Little brat. We still don't have what it takes to fight the Saiyans. His latent power is our only shot. Fine. Just this once I'll throw him a bone.
Yeah, I think he gives him food, and this is where he starts.
Looks like there's only apples to eat around here. Oh well.
Okay. I think we're going to call it here tonight, guys, because starting to collect apples and that stuff, but hopefully you guys saw what you needed to see about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. If you were on the fence about it, hopefully now you know whether or not you want to be picking it up.
Wasting my time at this point.
And
Maybe there's some around.
like I said, I'm going to call it for tonight. By the way, we're going to be getting back to the semi-regular schedule. So there should be a weekend video. And starting next week, we should be getting back to the regular schedule on things. Because obviously, Black Friday threw like everything off center. And I was trying to pump out content right, left, and center. And need to take a couple of days this week to chill out. We skipped the Wednesday video because honestly, very little to report on this week for deals that we hadn't already seen for Black Friday and better stuff. And I think a lot of you probably needed a rest for your wallets as well. By the way, if any of you didn't check out Physical Deals yet, that is a new series. I'm going to try to do it every Friday. So we're going to try to do like, 5 really good physical deals every week. And then we're going, and like I said, I want to throw in a few imports in there because I think a lot of people don't know about some of the awesome imports that we can get. I've started to pick up a lot on PlayAsia. I also started to pick up a lot on like from the UK and stuff because you can find some on eBay like really cheap for some awesome games. So I might throw in some stuff in there like randomly for some people that want to do some import stuff. I thank you all so much for everyone who showed up. And like I said, next week we're probably we'll see what's coming out yet because we've got a lot of surprise drops lately. So we might get another one for next week. I should also have a really nice surprise video towards the end of next week if everything works out as it's supposed to. So do keep tuned in that. I would say keep an eye out around Friday-ish as well. We might do a double upload that day if everything goes well. And like I said, honestly, thank you guys for showing up for the streams. Sorry for the technical issues we had there at the beginning. I'm going to try and work that stuff out as soon as we close this down. And yes, definitely join the Discord. If you look at the info page of the channel, so you go to the channel page, you go about, you have the link for the Discord in there. It is open to everyone who is subbed to the channel. Just drop in. You just have to say that you agree to the because we do have a couple of rules in there, you know, like negative speak and stuff and whatnot. You just have to say you're okay with the rules. Once you say you're okay with the rules, you are open. You can come into the Discord. We chat there. You can drop deals that you find, all kinds of stuff in there. So it's open to everyone that just wants to join, come in and chat, ask questions, need help about games, see what we're picking up. We have a section for physical collections if you just want to show off the great stuff you're getting. Great community. So, and I really want to keep it growing and, you know, keep it vibrant. So everyone is welcome. So, as I said, thank you guys so much for showing up. And, you know, we will keep watching the videos if you like them. Keep hitting that like button if you like the videos. Don't forget that. It helps out a lot with the algorithm. And lastly, I hope you guys have a great weekend. And as usual, I hope I'll see all of you in my next video.